matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. This quarterback part of their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Extending the play. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the... If you're early in this game getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Manning. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long. Now you're set up to fail.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Sails one into the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Manning. Still looking, on the move. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so...
And he hurls it in inside the 30. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That's caught. It's Moore. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Cracks it out of the air. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. We'll circle back if any...
Touchdown, Mustangs! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Quarterback may change this route. Snap to the back. He's in open space downfield. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Floats it out in space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Backed up now, here's second and long. They just keep firing. Skips away from pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Moore. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
So nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Behind the change now on 2nd and long. The handoff to Johnson. Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. To the air, it's Jennings.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Mustangs will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll take a shot. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Corner's going to give them room. He lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half if they keep giving it.
Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through in perfect fashion. Breaks the big run. Finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking down the field with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense not.
Next going for the goal line.